Hello, everybody. We are here to talk about the nature of self. We will not have a philosophical, theoretical discussion, because when the self is a topic of the evening, it is the first person which is at stake. It is your first person existence. So we cannot talk about the self in general words or in a theoretical manner. We have to go back to ourselves and to see what we can see there. It is a SANT conference of science and non-duality. Yeah, I just said what is the nature of investigating the self, then the expression SANT is a little strange. What's the relation between science and non-duality? Now we can talk about it, we can have conversation about it. First I thought I can talk a little about the nature of science in relation to self-investigation. But I think it's better to start about the investigation of our own nature, our own self. Afterwards we can better look back to science. But maybe you can understand that it is to me a little strange, that idea that science and non-duality has a relationship. Everywhere you see now, Ohm is MC. But okay, let's see. First of all, the self. And I think it is good to see how that investigation should be. There are too many Advaitic people who are interested in Advaita, who talk about self and non-duality in an abstract manner. They talk about it from the mental level. And they say, oh, no, I know it. I know that I'm everything, that my nature is non-dual. But what's that? When you say, I know it, that's not a realization. So first of all, we have to go back to the self as a real existence of ourself. But the point is how to understand what that is. Everybody has a notion of his or herself. But again, that is most often a mental notion. I am, I think, so I am. And that is at a level of mental thought. And so you can talk about self and non-duality at the mental level, and so again in science. But what's the meaning then of that concept of self, that concept of non-duality? No, it is better to return to the actual experience of your own self at the bodily level. So try it. When you are returning with your attention to your own body, then you say, oh, I have a bodily feeling. That bodily feeling can be objectified, because I can see my hand and you say, oh, there is a feeling in my hand. But you can return further and further, more and more internally in the body, and then there is the same feeling, but then you can understand what it means. Oh, this am I. Without thinking. It is an immediate experience, immediate knowledge. I'm myself. At the bodily level, maybe you can see that it is important to go back to your body. Because here, in that feeling to be your body, there is immediately non-duality. You are going back and you are experiencing yourself, your bodily self, and it's not alone experiencing, but it's also being. You are your body. So, experience of knowing and being come together at the bodily level. But the point is that that is very lively experience. I myself at the bodily level, and there I do experience immediately non-duality. The object of the body comes together with the subject, myself as a perceiver, experiencer, the one who feels. So the subject and the object come together immediately when you go back to your actual lived body. Is that clear? So from the beginning, the investigation of self is not theoretical. It's not philosophical. But it is every time doing something and seeing what is the situation. That's generally, of course, the investigation of the Advaitacentrum. Every time you have to question yourself, who am I? What's my situation? Start from a position in which everything is very clearly experienced. That's an actual lived situation in a bodily manner. I myself as a body, and I'm experiencing the body. The subject of experiencing and the object, the body, are coming together in a non-duality. Again, when you're returning inside of your body, I myself, what does it mean? How does it look? How does it feel? It is self-being of which you have a certain experience. And it's very important because when you are going other ways, the situation is very fast, more abstract. And then there are the questions, hey, non-duality, you cannot experience it. We can look a little further, okay, there's something truth in it, but when you start from the body, you can establish that there is a position in which there is non-duality, a merging of the subject and object, of which you have a certain kind of experience. And that's an immediate experience, not mediated by concepts. Stay in this situation, this point of consciousness at the bodily level. There is non-duality. You are your body and you are feeling your body. It is your bodily being. It is a being experience. Experienced being. How great are you? Are there limitations of that realm of being and experiencing your body? When you're going with your expanding consciousness, feeling internally, and you're going to the right, where does your self stop? Or to the left? I myself, here at the bodily level, I'm feeling it very concretely. And how far goes my realm? Anybody?